What is up, guys? Welcome to the South Coast. On today's video, we're changing the crankcase ventilation filter on a 2014 Ram 2500 with a Cummins 6.7 diesel. Let's get to it. Alright, we're going to pull this oil cap off. And then, this is an 8mm. I think there's a handful of bolts and or studs that have to come off. I need So that back passenger side is this stud that holds this little wire clip on it. So just gotta make sure that goes back to the same spot. I think this other one on the passenger side here is the same. All right, that's all 8 of these removed. Should be able to pull this off like that. Set that to the side. Old filter comes out. Oh yeah, it's time to change this one. I don't know if you can see how dark and nasty that is in there, but that one, it's pretty gross. Alright, just got an old rag here. Gonna wipe some of this excess oil out of here. Probably should have changed this filter many miles ago, but to be honest, I didn't. You shouldn't really have all this oil built up in here. Alright. Get this wiped out. It's got this little built-in O-ring gasket around the edge. I'm going to try and make sure that's clean. No debris or dust or dirt or sand or anything on it. I'll get this new filter unwrapped and put it in there. I'll have a link for this filter down in the description. This is just like sort of the cheap version of this filter. It's not the name brand like the Mopar branded or Fleet Guard one. From most of the reviews I've read, it works just the same. As you can see in this one, those filter elements up in there are much cleaner. Obviously it's brand new, but you can see how those filter elements right there are like bright, clean white. And compare that to the other one. It was time to change it. So, see how this one goes in. Should go in pretty smooth. Doesn't seem like it's ill-fitting or anything. So, based on the reviews I read, it seems to be accurate. I'll have a link for this one as well as the actual like Mopar and the Fleet Guard version of this filter. I'll have links for those down in the description if you want to check those out as well. But this seems to fit nicely. Let's see if this cover goes back on and see how it goes. All right, well, it's as simple as that. So obviously there's some other stuff that is not currently installed on this engine that if you're doing this on a stock, straight from the factory engine, you'll have to remove. There's like a little heat shield here that you'll have to pull off to get to these bolts, but other than that, it should be the same process for all of the 6.7 Cummins turbo diesels. This is the first time I changed it, and the truck has 277,000 miles on it. I think it's recommended to change it like every 30,000 or something like that. Not 100% sure on that because I ignored it, obviously. But I was noticing a very slow oil leak so I don't know if you can see right here, but there's this, basically this cover, then the valve cover, and then below it is like an aluminum section that holds internally. I think that's basically where like the rocker assemblies mount, and so there's a gasket between that and the head, and between that piece and the valve cover. I was getting a very, very, very slow oil leak on the back side of one of those gaskets. I'm hoping changing this filter out will relieve some crankcase pressure and keep from pushing oil out. Like I said, it's very slow oil leak. It wasn't even anything that would leave drips in the driveway. It's just sort of some seepage that I noticed. So hopefully putting the new filter in there will relieve some of that crankcase pressure and rid me of that slow oil seepage issue. But anyway, that's all we're going to do here. I'll see if I notice any difference using that cheap version versus the Mopar or Fleet Guard version. Those are much more expensive than this one. This one's like, I mean, this was super cheap. But I'll have all three of those linked down in the description. Like I said, super easy job. 8mm socket should be all you need, and you'll be good to go. Anyway, guys, hit that thumbs up if you like this video. Click that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, as well as all my other videos. And leave me a comment down in the comment section if you got any questions, anything like that. As always, I hope y'all have a good one. We'll catch you next time down here on the South Coast.